All right, so I run an errand, and I just wanted to talk to y'all about a little something I was thinking about in the shower this morning. I'm working with someone right now who has a lot on their plate, and has a lot of stuff going on, like a lot of anger and stuff like that. And like for me, I can relate to it because like I've been there. Like I've known nothing but anger at some point in my life, and it wasn't a very happy place. I mean, anger is not a happy place to live in. So it's not easy because it's not happy, and it's not it's not love. Like, and I was thinking about it this morning, and while I was in the shower, and this is somebody who I've known for 3 years and who's still in this place of anger, but doesn't have the means to transition out of anger in the ways that I've transitioned out of anger. So I think about it, and I'm like, how does someone who is constantly stuck in the same environment all the time transition out of anger, right? So I'm thinking about it. I'm like, how do I help this person transition out of anger? And I don't necessarily have an answer yet, but I thought to myself to ask some questions and figured that, maybe not, feedback, but maybe not just feedback, but also getting responses for you guys and seeing if any of these questions are helpful for you to think about. So some of the questions I had asked myself this morning to ask this person was, what are some things that you truly desire? And, if you truly desire those things, are they things that you feel like you deserve? And if you say no, like that you don't feel like things that that you deserve these things, why not? If you say yes, if you deserve it, how are you gonna get it? How are you gonna get what you deserve and what you truly, truly desire? And not just material things, not just, a nice house or a nice car, but what are some things you truly desire that are going to lead you into getting the things that are going to lead you to happiness? And then I started thinking about my own practice and what I do now and how I attract those things. And thinking about them in a sense of, let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's just the law of attraction, really. Like, are we putting out in the world what we want to receive? And for me, I want love, I want goodness, I want happiness, I want abundance. So am I putting that out into the world? Am I allowing other people to get abundance by supporting them, whether that's financially, whether that's mentally, physically? Look, 111, yes, Lord. Financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. And then am I also, calling in that abundance for myself by doing that? I'm looking for the TJ Maxx. I probably shouldn't be making a video while I'm looking for a place I'm trying to go to. I need to pick up some things from there. But yeah, what kinds of things are we putting out into the world? And I think maybe if we can have a conversation about that. Like, what are you putting out? Like, when you wake up in the morning, what are you putting out into the world? What are you sending off? What messages are you sending off to other people? And not just to other people, to yourself. What messages are you sending off to yourself in the morning when you look in the mirror? Because I know when I was in college and I first started to, get rid of that anger, I had to pep talk myself. And I was in a really good space by the time I was in my last 2 years of college. I was out of a very, toxic environment. And, that was my privilege, was that I got to get out of the environment that I was in. But every morning I would pep talk myself yes, you the shit. You about to wake up this morning. You gonna go kill it. You gonna learn shit. You gonna get your grades. You gonna get on this dean's list. You just gonna kill every fucking thing that you doing. And you gonna be fucking great. And that was me in the morning. And I would do it in the bed before I woke up. And then I would go and shower, get dressed and, brush my teeth. And when I was brushing my teeth, I remember looking in the mirror and being like, yeah, go be the shit. Go be a positive fucking individual. and go and fucking change shit up, go fuck shit up in the best way possible. And that was the message that I was sending out those last 2 years that I was in college. And like, it really did transmit. And this was before I understood that, like, I knew that pep talking myself like that would help. But it's before I understood that that was my way of actually manifesting for myself. Before I understood the law of attraction, before I understood the law of abundance, before I understood all of these other methods to achieving and sustaining happiness and calling in and manifesting things that you desire for yourself. So I guess that's the question that I want to leave y'all with, and hopefully a question that I'll be able to propose to this person I'm trying to help is, what do you want to send out into the world when you wake up in the morning? What's the first thing you want to send out? Is the first thing you want to do in the morning, like, be sad? It's really hard to overcome sadness. It's really hard to overcome depression. It's really hard to overcome anxiety. I'm not saying that it's easy, and I hope no one feels belittled by me saying, wake up in the morning and, think about what kind of energy you want to transmit out to the universe. But it's real. It's so real. If you think about that, first thing in the morning, what message do I want to send to the world today? What message do I want to send to myself today? It can help. What message do I want to send to myself today? Today I want to send a message of fulfillment. Today I want to send a message of happiness. Today I want to send a message of love. Today I want to focus on not needing. And it's hard to focus on not needing when you need so much. How do you focus on not needing when you don't have food to eat? How do you focus on not needing when you don't have a roof over your head? How do you focus on not needing when you do have so many needs that have to be met? How do you focus on not needing? You shift your mentality. You shift your vibration to focus on what you do have and to also claim what it is that you need. Waking up in the morning, if food is your worry, you're like, oh my God, I don't have no food today. What am I going to do? I can't eat. Like, how am I going to eat? You put in your mentality, all my needs are met today. I have food. I have abundance. I have wealth. I have health. And just shifting that little by little every day. And it's not going to be, I transform my life overnight by just saying, I'm abundant today. No, it don't work like that. This is a practice that you have to do every single day. You wake up in the morning and you think, today all my needs are met. Today, I am open and willing to receive the abundance that the universe has for me. And shit, if that language don't work for you, change it the fuck up. Make it fit you. When I was in college, I said, today I'm going to go out and be the shit. Today I'm going to go out and fuck shit up in the best way possible. Okay? Happiness is not reserved for anybody. Abundance is not reserved for anybody. Okay? For any one type of particular person. Okay? It's reserved for all of us. And we just have to tap into where we can access it. Okay? Tap into your own reserve of abundance. Tap into your own reserve of happiness. Find it. Figure out how to access that shit. Because it's not reserved for any one type of person. I can't sit here and be like, oh, you know what? This person doing so much better than me because they got privilege. Yes, that's a real fucking thing. Because there are definitely people out here with privileges that, all of us don't have the luxury of accessing at this point, right now. Doesn't mean you can never access it. It means shift your mentality, shift your vibration so that you can access it. Okay? If you want a very simple, straight to the point, plain example, let me talk about white privilege for a second. Okay? Happiness, abundance, financial abundance of anything, is not reserved for white people. Okay? It is not. Every single one of us has the right to be happy. We have the right to safety. And like, government, media, all these other people and entities, especially in this time right now, will tell you different. That we don't have the right. That we don't deserve to be safe. That we don't deserve to live a fruitful life. You know what I mean? But like, you do. You deserve that shit. But they'll keep feeding you as if this shit is normal, because they want you to think it's normal. They want you to wake up in the morning and be afraid. And that fear is going to attract more things to be afraid of. It's going to attract more things that have the ability to harm you. Okay? That's why it's called programming. They're programming you. You don't want to sit with that mentality. You want to sit with the mentality of, I deserve abundance. No matter where I come from, no matter what I look like, no matter who I am, no matter my gender, no matter my sexuality, no matter whatever, no matter my ability, no matter my intelligence, I deserve abundance. I deserve safety. I deserve love. I deserve happiness. And I deserve all of those things in the purest form, the most untainted form. And once you start calling those things in for yourself and you start expecting those things for yourself, and also giving those things out and putting those things out into the world, how do you get happiness? You exude happiness. Okay, you show what happiness looks like. Even if you're not happy at the core, you exude happiness so that way you can shift your vibration, so that way your core becomes happy. You ever heard fake it till you make it? There's this really good TED talk, and this woman is saying that, you know, you can become powerful and empowered, or empower yourself, by faking it until you become it. And it doesn't mean be fake to be, like, pretend to be happy. Because you could smile in people's face all the time and pretend to be happy. But this is really actually shifting your vibration. Take all the necessary steps to happiness. Take all the necessary steps to love by first putting out that I deserve love. I deserve happiness. What does that look like? How do you give love? How do you give pure, untainted love? Because that's what you want, right? Pure, untainted love, pure, untainted happiness, pure, untainted abundance. How do you get those things? You call them in for yourself. You claim them verbally. You do this every day. Practice this every single day. And then you give it to other people, even when you think you don't have it. And I know with money, that's a little harder. And I know it's easy to be like, oh, this person is undeserving. But if you see people who are starting to get on your wavelength, maybe they ain't there yet, but if they're starting to get on your wavelength, then you welcome them in. Like, yo, let's shift our vibration together. Friends, whatever. It could be a stranger. Let's shift. Let's change this shit. Because the moment you start to change yourself, and you it's like a domino effect. You change yourself first, and then you can start to inspire other people to change. You shift your vibration, you shift the vibration of the universe, you shift the vibration of everything. And I'm gonna stop because this is 13 minutes now. I'm gonna put it on like YouTube or something. This was supposed to be a 1-minute video for Instagram, but it got real. So I hope what I said has made sense. I hope that people vibrate or resonate with that. And I hope that it's helpful more than anything, because that is the sole reason I'm doing what I'm doing now, is because I went and I got out of that space where I only felt anger all day long, every day. It shifted out of that space. And then I uprooted myself from where I was, and I got into a situation where all I felt was sadness and depression. And now it shifted again, because I've been able to go back to what I was doing before, but understanding it better. Understanding that if I call it in, it will come to me. If I call it in, it will come to me. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that for now, for real. Peace, y'all.